state capital in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from Indianapolis.
They can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't feel no more. From the dream, don't feel it no more. You were dropping a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding the wave and they chilling on shore. What's it used to be a race when your inside's gone? This, but you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see sore. Life can slow you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding on. Overseas.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Play action. Here is Leonard. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ready? On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 9.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The Colts about to kick this one away. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Go!
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Broncos are locked.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Zaire Franklin that time. There for the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Yet another Alabama back in the lead. This is Brian Robinson. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Nick Cross will bring him down.
Brings up third and
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Come on, come on. Set. Bronco 80. Ready.
On third down, he'll throw with Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Ready, set. Back. Rock Cougar 19. Ready.
Here's Leonard now throwing on first and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
To the air once more. It's Leonard. He'll find his rookie wideout from Notre Dame. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Here's Taylor. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
They go right back to Taylor. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 5.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
To the air is Leonard. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Hurt! Panthers, hey, smash! 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger! $18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing on second down. Leonard. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Touchdown, Colts. 17 touchdowns now on the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard
On the check. Ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Nick Cross will bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Come on. 19 watts, Bronco 80.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
60 Eagles. Ready.
On the ground, it's Taylor. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Get it? 19 Tiger. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he does not want to go down. Somehow turn that into a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 1.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll try and pick this up by running option to the right. That's going to be incomplete. And and they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
His kick is perfect. And the Colts will extend to a 10-0 lead. One quarter in the books. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready! Got 50! Cougar 19!
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and a yard.
Let's go now. Lead on. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Back. Roll.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide, nowhere to cut, take him down for a loss.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Bison. Ready?
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he is gone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Colts move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Commanders, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Ready? 10, 19, Wyatt.
Daniels now on first down. He's got the golden domer. That's Michael Mayer. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Short throw that's pulled in by Mayer. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
79 Broncos. Connect. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Got it. Ready?
Now a 3rd and 2.
Go. Viking,
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. Got a man. That's Tolbert. He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
To the air again is Daniels. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight. Pioneer.
Throwing again. Daniel. To the left side. He's got Tolbert. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
Okay, ready? Come on. Hit! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! 19 Lions! Panther 11! Steady!
They'll go. Here's Daniels. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Daniels gonna throw again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Cut 19!
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
First and goal, Washington.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal.
70 Lions! Bring it! Steady, ready?
Running from the pistol with Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Ready?
Third and goal. It's Daniels. He works free. Right side. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
The extra point, up and good. And the Colts are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
18, 5 in. Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On first down, Daniels. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Makes the score Colts 31, Commanders nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 39-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's first and 10.
Tracking 60. Let's go. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Shaheed now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
Throwing now, Daniels. He'll complete that to his fullback. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 33 yards.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making. And I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
Off he goes.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Tight end going in motion here. Rolling right. Carrying the ball loosely, and it is out. Unfortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Third down, they need 5. Man in motion, heading left. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
And a much more positive run here. That one good for 10, but it's still going to leave him with a third down coming up.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Still on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Indy. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Colts keep rolling right along. 38-0.
Commanders, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the 31, here is second down and 9.
Come on.
They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Moving left, they'll try to run for it.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. Moving outside the pocket. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
18 yards on the play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Dragon 60. Let's go. Let's go.
To the air is Leonard. That is caught at the 3. And he'll be forced out of bounds. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Colts. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the Colts will add one more onto their big lead.
45. Commanders, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Zaire Franklin that time. There for the tackle. From the 23, here's second and 8. Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The kicking team on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts add on to their already sizable lead.
Commanders, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We'll be back up now to start this drive.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 60, Pat Warrior 17. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Finding his tight end there. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
A gain of 19
That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Washington, first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Washington
Here we
first
go,
down.
here we go. Come, 70 Lions. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60. Let go.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And the Colts are going to have it just past their 25.
Intercepted. The Colts take
The best way, Mike. For a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Here we go. Shot.
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Here's Leonard now throwing on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready?
Now Leonard. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big gainer for Indianapolis. It covers 51 yards. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A run with Taylor. And he will score again. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. The extra point is good. And the Colts stretch things out even further.
Commanders, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll take this to about the 28. Justin Wally there to bring him down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Another run here with Harris. first down as the tackle's made at the 36.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up first down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll give it to Harris again. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Cameron Bynum up from the secondary to make the play.
At the 38-yard line.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Here we go, Shaq.
Here's O'Connell. That's complete to Jacobs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On play action, O'Connell. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. From the gun, it's O'Connell. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
His throw left side is complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Indy. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Commander's 1st down. Here's Harris. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain 7. Brings up second and 3.
A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. O'Connell to throw. Coming free is Hart. He's got it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Washington.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Van Sinnen was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Hey, Smash. 19 Lion. 18 Pioneer. Let's go.
To throw is O'Connell. That is hauled in at the 5. And he is out of bounds. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80.
They'll run with Harris. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Harris. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Set. Roll, roll, roll.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
tough yards. They'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
It's a turnover.
You know, Mike, sometimes when you get all these big bodies in there and you're trying to find space, there's just no space to be had. Here, they try to go with their fullback, and he just runs into a wall of backs. Great job here by the defense. Critical fourth down stop.
60 by 6.
First and 10, it is Leonard. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. Big connection there. They get all the way near midfield on that one. A big play after being backed up. It's a gain of 49.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Here we go. Say, hey, Bronco 80.
Now a give running left with Taylor. Taylor loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in. But this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet. And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Ready.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And a nice game there. On first down, he takes it forward for 8 yards.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Now.
They go right back to Taylor. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
So it's a win for the Colts. And this was as good as it gets, all 3 phases of the game, in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.